Hey guys, welcome to another CreditVerse video. Today I'll be showcasing some of the cards I carry with my wallet and some others that I don't carry but still hold on to, and I'll talk about their rewards and their benefits as well as how I use them in my own credit card strategy. So whether you're just getting started with credit cards or you're a seasoned pro, I hope you find this video useful and informative. And with that, let's get started. Let's start off strong with the American Express Platinum card. This card earns 3x on dining and food delivery, which tends to be the bulk of my spend on it. It also earns 2x on travel-related purchases, such as hotels and flights, though I tend to not use this card for it, and I'll explain why in just a bit. On all other non-categorized spend, this card earns 1 point per dollar spend, which is relatively strong as MR points tend to be one of the most versatile and valuable point currencies in Canada. If you redeem some for travel purchases, you can easily get 2 cents per point on the low end. Of course, $700 a year for a precision cut and engraved 18-gram piece of stainless steel isn't exactly the best value proposition, but there are some credits that help you offset this, the most notable of them being the $200 annual travel credit. Mixed in with some Amex offers here and there, I feel like I've paid around $255 for this card over the past year, which I would say is much better. Being a cardholder, you do also get access to a host of additional benefits, one of these being unlimited worldwide lounge access. This can easily cut into the fee quite a bit for someone who travels internationally regularly. Additionally, it also has one of the most comprehensive travel insurance suites we've seen on any card in Canada, which further entices me to continue giving American Express some of my hard-earned money. Next up is the HSBC World Elite Mastercard. This card was really useful over the course of summer, as while I was in the US, I was able to save 2.5% on all transactions not made in Canadian dollars. Additionally, another feature that was really nice about this card was the 3 points per dollar or 1.5% on all non-categorized spend. This is really nice at places like Costco, but unfortunately, as of February 1st, 2023, this is dropping down to 2 points per dollar or 1%, which unfortunately isn't as good of a value proposition. Luckily though, that 6 points per dollar or 3% on travel-related purchases is still staying, as well as a new category of 4 points per dollar being added for gas, drugstores, and grocery, which does balance it just a little bit, but with the changes coming to this card, as well as HSBC being bought out by RBC late last year, I'm not entirely sure I'll be keeping this card past its anniversary date. The last card in my wallet is the RBC Aeon Plus. This card earns 3x on a host of categories, such as gas and grocery, as well as a couple others that are linked on the side here, as I can't remember them off the top of my head. It also earns 1.5x on all other categories, which translates to about 6% back on the 3x categories and about 3% back on all the other ones. I tend to use this card mainly for groceries or food at school, as some places don't take American Express, and it's not as fancy as some of the other cards I have in my wallet, but it is free as I have RBC's student banking package, which makes it a pretty solid pickup if you're a student. Next up is the American Express Aeroplan card. This card is pound for pound the best card I have for the benefits it offers. It earns 2x on Air Canada bookings, 1.5x on food delivery, and 1x on all other transactions, with the points being worth about 2 cents per point each. This translates to about 4%, 3%, 2% respectively, but the points are not as flexible as, let's say, MR or Avion points. But this isn't the reason I hold onto the card. The real reason I keep this card around is threefold. First, it offers a free checked bag for me and 8 other travel companions if I'm booked on the same Air Canada itinerary. This saves me about $60 per round trip if I fly alone, and this pays for the card in 2 round trips. Next up is preferred pricing, which saves you about 5 to 15% on bookings made with Aeroplan points, which again covers about $50 to $100 per round trip. Lastly, and I'd argue the most important, is it offers the full travel insurance suite on all bookings made with Aeroplan points, which is one of the only cards to do so. And to activate this, you just need to pay for the taxes and fees with your American Express Aeroplan card or any Aeroplan co-branded card that offers travel insurance. This is the main reason I keep this card, and I'd recommend anyone who flies Air Canada to pick this card up right away, as $120 is not really too much for a card with all of these perks. Lastly, there's the RBC Avion Visa Platinum. There's only 2 reasons I have this card. First is to take advantage of the 55,000 Avion point offer over the course of the summer, and second is so I can take points I earned on my Aeon Plus and transfer them to this card instead to redeem at a much higher rate. This can be done by transferring out to partners such as British Airways, Cathay Pacific, and WestJet Rewards, or by using the fixed point grid, which you can't do with the Aeon Plus. Now, we've talked about this a little bit more in depth in an article on our site, so if you're interested, it's linked in the description below. I have a couple other cards that I have, but I don't really use very often, so I'm not going to waste time on this video talking about them, but we have a new video coming out next week talking about the cards that I have and what my credit card strategy is for 2023, where I'll delve a little bit deeper into all the cards, and I'll talk about some of the cards I might not keep next year, and some I'm looking to really pick up. Thanks for taking the time to watch this video. If you liked it, be sure to give it a like, and if you're interested in the content we have coming out, be sure to hit subscribe as we have some pretty exciting things planned for the future. Be sure to let us know what card you have in the comments below or if there's any other questions you guys have, and we'll see you next week. Take care.